I've discovered myself. I've discovered how fearful I was before and how that was holding me back from connecting. And that connection gives you the experiences to really be able to thrive and be present in the moment. And without that, with it being so internal and so fearful of everything, clouds your judgment and stops you from having those experiences. So yeah, I feel like I've discovered me.
And that there is a huge piece of thriving and joy in the connection with other people. And that's part of something we all want and long for, and something that many people find very difficult to do and to achieve. And that if you are calmer and quieter and thriving, you're much more likely to make that connection. And that's a joy.
That it's in my control. That the current world that I live in is 100 miles per hour. And I'm in the fast lane. And I need to pull over and clear the mind. Because when the mind's clear, the energy comes and the creativity comes. And you feel empowered. And it's just a lot nicer place to be in. It's exciting, really exciting. It's just so refreshing to be able to think, it's in you, it's there, wake it up.
Oh gosh. For me, it's about stilling my mind, or not giving credence to the thoughts that are rushing through my head. And in that stillness, I'm finding a peace that enables me to be fully alive. And being fully alive, for me, is what thriving's all about. It's not about surviving, it's about thriving. And that is this stillness that I'm now discovering over the last few months. And it's changed everything. But it's been so imperceptible as well, that it's like nothing has changed, but everything has changed. And that just, the expansiveness of that and what's possible as a result of that now is just freeing. And to live in that place of knowing that you can thrive. We all can thrive, and not just day-to-day grind. And we have the power within us to do that. It's just mind-blowing.
For me, it's been that I have discovered that I am love. So that's what it means to thrive, is to realise that for yourself. But not because somebody's told me it, but because I get it for me. I totally feel it.
Yeah.
And since that moment where I felt like I saw that for myself yesterday, everything's been different.
I can't imagine any area of my life that it isn't going to impact. It will impact my work with, I'm a leadership consultant and an executive coach. It will impact how I work with people. It will impact how I show up in front of people, how I coach them and what I focus on, how much I trust my instinct as opposed to my intellect, which I've always relied heavily on. And it will affect my life outside work in that I will have time to be with me, which is something I haven't allowed myself to do very much, and with my friends. So all areas of my life, I think, and my family.
Is there something more you want to share?
I came on this course, this same course. It isn't the same, it's always different. Of course it is, and the group's different, a year ago. And I came because I have known Kim for 16, 17 years. And I have worked with her on and off during all that time. And I trust her completely. And when I started receiving emails from her saying how wonderful this was and how different it was, I had not the slightest idea what to expect. But I knew I was going to come because I trust her. And every time I've been on this, and every time I go to one of the salons at a weekend, that trust becomes deeper and stronger and more solid. So, and I see that in other people, that they just simply trust her. And that feels safe and a place to grow and to be different and to think differently.
I think I'll be more present in every situation. I think I'll be more relaxed in every situation, more creative, more interested in other people.
It can't not. It feels like a gift that I've got, that I've been given. And I want to share that. It's not about keeping it to myself. This is about sharing it with those closest to me to begin with. And then it's like the pebble that drops in the pond, the ripple. And just because you live it, because I can't unknow this stuff. And by living it, that ripples out beyond myself, my family, clients, and the rest of the world, and that's it's it's so exciting. It feels so exciting. Yeah, so it totally impacts in an amazing way. I think this should be compulsory. Just. It's a difficult thing because it's so different to anything else, any other training that I've been on before. There's no techniques, there's no how-tos. It's just being in the conversation and being open-minded and having that curiosity as to what's being said and not trying to figure it out, but just absorbing it. And I think that's just for everybody, whether they're small children, whether they're, big corporations, everything in between, the impact that this can have. And it's just being open-minded enough to be in that conversation and to look where people are pointing.
I think that's the incredible part, is you're looking at the same things that you see day in, day out, but you are thinking completely differently about them.
It will make it more fun. I think it will make it more fun. I think it will just make it more... It will just make things... it will just... It won't be as hard work. I think that's how it will impact my life. And I won't feel like I have to try so hard at everything to make this that, or make that person think that, or make that person feel that. And what I'm most excited about at the moment is how that will impact my 3 children's lives. Because they're still young enough for me to help them grow up with this as their understanding of who they are, what they are. And that is incredible. Never mind everything else. But I don't feel, it's funny, you know, because I don't feel like I need or want to quickly tell everyone in the same way as I have, because I see that is not the way. That is not the way. And that is really different for me.
So you meet people where they are.
Exactly. And you see, that's been said to me, Lisa, for years. Meet someone where they're at. I've said that I've met someone where they're at. That's what I do in my job. And now I will do that in a very different way, because I understand what that really means. To listen without a framework. To listen without a reference. Just to listen. That, another thing, that is, I mean, and I'm seeing myself do it every moment now. Like when we were just doing that last exercise, at first I'm thinking, oh, you're saying that because it means this and this and this, and I'm going to say, and then I recognise that I'm doing it, I shine a light on it, and I let it go, and then I can listen in such a different way. God, that is just so amazing. It's so amazing.
I think it's going to have a great impact. It's going to help all elements of my life in terms of, kind of deepening every experience and being present for every experience. Obviously, we have been through quite a big journey with this. One of the things that really brought me here was that the fear of public speaking was such an enormous thing for me. It really, that kind of anxiety and fear that came with that was kind of holding me back a lot in life. So having kind of gone through that journey, I feel very light from having let that go. I feel very light from having let that fear go, and very, very peaceful and calm for a change. For the first time ever, I think.
There's so much that I could say, and I think the only thing that I would want to put out there is give yourself the opportunity, people, give yourself the opportunity to be with this if you want your life to be better.